What is going on, guys? Today we're going to do something that I've been meaning to do for a long time, just now finally getting into it, and that's put some catch cans on the Shelby. For any of you that might not know, catch can basically will go in between the PCV valve and where it dumps back into the intake. It's a bigger deal on a supercharged car because we're putting oil back into that supercharger as well as coating that intercooler, which is going to make it less efficient. Basically, crankcase vapors come up through this line. They're put back into the intake to go through combustion. Catch can basically is just something that goes in between here that will catch that oil to prevent it from going back into that intake. We have got the driver's side as well as the passenger side. So here on the passenger side, we're simply replacing this line with this setup here. And then on the driver's side, we're placing this line here. The kit actually comes with a bracket that's going to hold it on to the front of our engine. First thing, we've just got to get the old line off of here. Two little quick connectors, comes off really easy. You can actually see where oil has stained the top of that. It's also got oil on it. So that oil is all being put right back into my supercharger. That's what we're going to prevent. The new setup is just a plug and play. Just snaps onto both ends. And now, because I can't make anything easy, I actually want to take this bottom piece off and use my laser engraver to put something across this just to make it a little more unique. So I've got this tightened on there where it will set normally. I'm just going to make a little mark on which way it's facing out. So when I get over my laser engraver, I'll know. This just pulls up, bottom will thread right off. One of the nice things about this set is it does actually, they did put a piece of felt on the bottom so it's not going to rub a spot on the valve cover. So I think that turned out pretty cool. Get kind of a close up here. GT500. Let's throw it on there and see how it looks. Pretty happy with how that turned out. Now we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So this J&L kit actually comes with a bracket for the driver's side over here. If you've got power steering, you'd have a reservoir right here. This is electric power steering, so there's just a hole that's already threaded. We can mount that right on there. Comes with the bolt, proper thread, once again to fit right there. Then we've got these two little screws that will fit and hold the catch can to this bracket. Just like the other side, simply need to take this factory hose off. get it out of the way. We've got the passenger side done here. Now, before I went ahead and ran my GT500 logo, wasn't exactly sure how this was going to laser, what my settings needed to be. So I did a snake on the bottom. Turned out pretty good. But if it didn't, I wanted it to be on the bottom where we couldn't see it. So on the passenger side, there is no felt on the bottom because it's just kind of floating in front of that valve cover. So I was able to do my test run on the bottom. Turned out pretty good. Let's get this the rest of the way put together. I'm going to go ahead and bolt this bracket on first, and then we'll get it attached to the engine. Now I am going to put just a touch of blue Loctite on my bolt just to keep it from vibrating or coming loose. I would not recommend red, because you are going to want to get this thing back off eventually. Hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is one of those projects that I've been putting off for a couple of years. Not a big deal, I just hadn't got around to it. If you've got a supercharged car, I would definitely recommend that you put a catch can on it. I will throw a link to the catch cans that I use down in the description below. See you guys next time.